Hey guys, welcome back to YB, and today I'm going to be looking at all the LEGO Sonic stuff I own. So firstly, I've actually made a video on this one, but just to go in a little detail, I actually really love this design. I might change the windshield just because it's a little too big, but here is the car, just in case you missed it. So I wanted to compare and contrast these two figures. Now this one is Sonic the Hedgehog, the original game, and this one is the modern Sonic. Now the first thing you can see is colors are kind of different. This one's pretty darker, and the mold on the bottoms are different colors, and there's a print for a shoelace, and the white part on this figure is actually printed, as in this one the red is printed. Now one noticeable thing is the printing on this one looks way better on this one, because you can see the circle right here is really vibrant. This one just has kind of like an oval shape, and his skin tone is pretty different. Now the nose is pretty messed up, but original pictures you can see that they're basically the same. The mouth's on different sides, the eyes are different colors. This one has bigger eyes though. This one's my favorite figure, this one's my second favorite figure. All the Chaos Emeralds on the Green Hill set right here. Now the set is really interesting. It's pretty scaled down, but when you look at it twice, it just looks really well because it fits well in your display case or anything. I don't have a display case for it, so it gets a little dusty. The checkpoint here and the spring. Now the spring, it is pretty weird since the back part has a bit of a block spot right there. So when you press on it, you can't really give it full force. But you could just modify it by taking this piece off. I don't think anyone would mind if it was here, or maybe it's on a different spot. But it is really playable if you just take this piece off. The whole thing right here is these transparent pieces right here. They're really good for holding minifigures while shooting a video or filming, and they're just really nice in general. I'd say if you don't have any of these and you just really want to have a bunch, you should get this set, because it also does come with a lot of these printed pieces and these tile pieces, and also has a lot of those bracket pieces that hang over. Let me just show you. You see, these pieces are really good for mock building, and they're just really well because they come individually, and I always need these when building my mocks, so I recommend getting the set if you just want some great pieces. But other than that, the look of the whole thing is just really well. I think it's really notable that they made a separate mold for this, and I really like it. But this is like a death piece right here. If you step on this at nighttime, you're dead. It comes with separate pictures for the screens, and they just pop off like that. You put it in this little circle from right here. You see Sonic has his lives right there. There's also some hidden details like Easter eggs. I don't know what they mean, but pretty sure they have a whole thing debunked on YouTube. I did build this myself, so when I was putting this together, these are individual 1x1 plates stacked on top of each other to make this effect. Sometimes they won't have you do that, but the times it does, it just hurts my fingers, and I'd say it's really tedious, but it looks really fine because it looks like a square shape, and if you just put like a regular block, it would not look like a square. It'll just look funky overall. I do have a good question though, because why didn't they just use that new piece that has two tiles stacked on top of each other, but it's a mold, so it's not really annoying to put these together. I feel like they'd be using that in the new Sonic sets if they do make something like this. I do hope that they have something better than this, because although this is my favorite set, it was tedious to build. Now I can't really play with it, but the only playability it has is the spring, and just I'm playing around with this checkpoint and the little monsters with it right here. Now in the Dimensions game, this actually was kind of like animated, and this one is brick built, and it looks way better than I expected. Building it was really intricate, and it has really good pieces in there. I'd say this is like a 10 out of 10 tree right here. I really love it. Dr. Robotnik here. I like his face. It looks pretty funny, but it's just that cartoonish feeling, and I like it. I also like he comes with big thick arms, and he just has this movable arms that go this way instead of the big figs like Lego makes. It moves the other way. And this build right here, the little spaceship it comes with, actually has a piece right there that's really weird. This is the first time I ever saw it, and it just baffled me. I was just so amazed what kind of mold it was. And his feet look funny, like a big shoe, but I like it. So cool. I also like this thicker piece. It's really blending in. And his whole body is just funny. Now there's this little crab guy right here. I don't know what it's called, but it's like really cool how they built him. And they put this transparent plate so he can stand up easily. and it uses some gun pieces, which is really surprising because I didn't think they would use that for legs. All these pieces just look cool right here, like this red piece right here. It's upside down, but it has a stud right there, and it also moves up and down, and its eyes look super funky. It's so funny. This little bug creature comes with 2 faces. Now, I did mess up the sticker because I wasn't paying attention when putting it on, but I don't really mind. It looks like he's tilting his head a little. And it also uses Star Wars blasters right here. That's the only thing I can remember these. I have no idea what they're called. What really surprised me is that the rings are lifesavers, and I didn't really think that they would use this, but it looks really well because the other rings that they use, the Sonic game has little rings. They're different colors, but they have kind of this small glittering effect. The reason this is my favorite set is because it is a Sonic set, and it's only one in a while that we got in a Sonic set. So I'm really happy that I have got one, and I was really lucky to grab it. Especially happy to get this Sonic figure. I know his nose is a little messed up, but it's alright. I don't really mind. It's a really cool figure anyway. So, anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Goodbye.